ঠাকুরের আতুল চরণে শতকোটি প্রণাম। জগৎজননী শ্রী শ্রী বড়মার চরণে শতকোটি প্রণাম। পূজ্যপাদ শ্রী শ্রী বরদার চরণে শতকোটি প্রণাম। পূজ্যপাদ আচার্যদেব শ্রী শ্রী দাদার চরণে শতকোটি প্রণাম। পূজনীয় বাবাইদার চরণে শতকোটি প্রণাম। পূজনীয় ঐন বাবু চরণে শতকোটি প্রণাম। Joy Guru all. First of all, thanks to Satsang UK for giving me the opportunity, not only today, but in all previous satsangs, for sharing my experience and encouraging me to sing bhajan kirtans, during this lockdown period. We do everyday prayers, meditation, reading Thakurji's books, and without realizing, actually, it's helping me to follow Thakurji's teachings. So thanks again for Satsang UK for taking the initiative for organizing everything virtually during this pandemic period. If I compare myself, like this January 2021 and January 2020, there's a big change in me. I can see the change actually myself. Normally that doesn't happen. If there's a change, somebody says, "Oh, you look a little bit, you have put on weight or something like that." But this is something which I can feel myself. Because like last year, before the lockdown, I used to do Prarthana, but it was not regular, Then Ishtuviti, weekdays was okay because I have to go to office, so I have to wake up early. But then again, weekends, I used to, sleep late night and wake up late. So it was not regular, not at the same time that, Thakurji always wanted us to do. So it was based on my convenience, So whenever I used to get up, I used to do Ishtuviti during the weekends, but forgetting that Thakurji is waiting for me. But now, I wake up at 4:30 a.m. in the morning without any fun, or raining, or it doesn't matter, at what time I go to bed, it doesn't matter. I still wake up at 4:30. So there's a big change actually, what I see, in me. And also I used to do meditation for 2 to 5 minutes at that time, but now I have started doing more and more meditation, and I've reduced my sleeping time for 3 to 4 hours, because I meditate in the morning, and then also when I go to bed, just before going bed, I meditate. So, and I wonder sometimes, like, for the last 50 years, I have, I could have utilized the extra time which I slept, like 3-4 hours which I slept, I could have utilized by doing probably meditation. So today's topic is meditation, and I would like to share my experience that when I used to meditate for 2 to 5 minutes, it was easy, though I was not able to concentrate the whole duration, but it was still okay because I was not putting so much time or effort, because it was only 2 or 5 minutes. But then when I started to increase the meditation time for for hours, or then I realized that it was a big challenge for me, because first of all, I was finding it difficult to sit in one position for that duration. The initial first 15 minutes was okay. I used to sit okay, there was no problem. But after that, I used to keep on changing my position. But then, I was surprised with myself actually, because, after practicing day and night, I'm now able to sit for longer hours without without losing my concentration. Then I found that hardly I was able to concentrate. I used to sit and think about my office work, my family, my friends, everything else used to come. I then tried to control my mind, but then I thought there's no point controlling mind, because if my mind wants to go to Devghar during the meditation, why should I control it? I should let it free. I then remembered a discussion of the holy book Bhagavad Gita by Thakurji, where once someone asked Thakurji about the book, and he replied that he is very fond of the cover photo of the book because it explains all the verses of Gita, Bhagavad Gita. He then further explained that the horses are our complexes. The chariot is a life chariot, Jivan Rath, and we have to give the control of the reins to Sri Krishna, just like Arjuna did, So neither we can control our mind or our complexes, but I found that if we surrender, ourselves to Thakurji, then we don't have to worry about our mind, where our mind goes during the meditation. It will automatically, everything will be sorted, we'll be able to concentrate during meditation. In the past, I also used to measure every day how was my meditation, the previous day's meditation and all. And I used to also, count the number of times I repeat the holy name in a second, etc., etc. But I thought I was putting too much pressure on me, Then I stopped measuring totally because I was not able to concentrate properly on meditation. I was concentrating on other aspects of and as in Shatvansans, Thakurji said that move forward, don't try to measure how far you have gone, lest you fail back again. So I thought, no, I'm not going to measure my meditation. There are so many benefits, doing meditation, which we all know, and I think you all know better than me because I only started meditation recently. Also, if we search in the internet, we find so many pages explaining the benefits of meditation and the ways we do meditation. But the way Thakurji explained meditation, is very simple. And we don't have to go to, like in the past, like people, I think sadhus and sons, they still go sit in the caves, in the mountains and sit beneath the tree for doing meditation. But for us, it's such a simple process that we can sit at home and meditate by repeating the holy name which Thakurji gave us and also the powerful photo of Thakurji. When we concentrate the photo between our eyebrows, it helps to activate the pineal gland, which I think most of you probably know about it. What I found it's a small tissue which is located in the center of our brain, also known as the third eye, which regulates our sleeping pattern. And if it gets activated, then it's a gateway to higher awareness and consciousness. It also helps producing happy hormone. And there are many other benefits like seeing things clearly and in truth. If we meditate, concentrating Thakurji's photo, the pineal gland, gets activated, which we can sense when there is a tingling sensation between our eyebrows. I noticed that when we repeat the holy name with vibration, the gland responds. And when we do Prarthana and Dhoni, it helps to activate. I'll just demonstrate something, When we say, for example, Bande Purushottam, if I say Bande Purushottam, nothing happens, there's no vibration. But if I say Bande Purushottamam, then it comes from inside and it creates a vibration. Similarly, when we do Prarthana, whether it's Joy Radhe Radhe, Barabar, if we try to create vibration inside our body, then it helps to activate this pineal gland. I used to wonder, how meditation can help us to follow and apply Thakurji's teaching in our life. Because all we do is just sit closing our eyes and repeat the holy name and concentrate or focus the powerful photo of Thakurji. But how does it help us? How we can improve our lifestyle or improve our, follow the teachings of Thakurji and apply in our day-to-day life by just doing meditation. Because yes, we listen to Satnashan every evening. We know, I don't know how many times we have completed the Satnashan book during this lockdown period. What I realized, and this is my experience, is Thakurji is inside us, just like the pineal gland. Thakurji is also inside us, and by doing meditation, we connect to Thakurji directly. There's nothing, no barrier, nothing. Like we just connect to Thakurji by doing meditation, and that's the only method of connecting to him. And when we connect, then slowly, the Thakurutva awakens inside us. And I think when it starts to awaken, then our thought process and everything works, and we then, whatever we have listened during the Satnashan reading and everything comes to our mind, and that probably helps us to apply all Thakurji's teaching in our day-to-day life. That's what, from my experience. I also think, like during meditation, in the past, when I was not able to control my mind, I realized that there are certain things which I was doing which was not helping me during the meditation process. For example, if I go to the office and I have an argument with my colleague or something, and when I come back home, it remains in my mind. So when I sit for meditation, that thought comes again, and I feel whether I have done right or wrong, whether I should have done this or not, whether I offended the person or whatever. Then I stopped all this, to concentrate on the meditation thing. Whatever used to happen, I used to close there and there. I never used to. I stopped lingering that thing and bring it back in a home. And it can be anything, not an office, it can be friends, families, neighbors. So I stopped doing that, and that helped me actually to concentrate more. So I think I've taken enough time, but before I conclude my speech, I would like to say, with the current pandemic situation, I know there's so much trouble and so much problems we are facing. All I want to say is that, if we follow Thakurji's teachings and hold his hand tight, we can overcome all the problems. I'll just give an example that, when my son was small, and we used to hold our hands wherever we used to go, if we had to cross the road, we used to hold our hand. And the belief he used to get, because he knew that we will cross the road safely. So that belief we need. And when we hold our hand, to hold Thakurji's hand, we should have that belief that Thakurji will take us in this journey, and he will deal with all the problems. So we don't have to worry about the problems. We just have to believe him. Regarding this COVID situation, now we have COVID. In the past, there was Spanish flu, swine flu. In the future also, there will be more such like this pandemic. And there will be vaccination, which we know is been now released. And what I would like to say, that the permanent vaccination is Nam Dhyan. If we do Nam Dhyan regularly, then we will be able to overcome with all these problems and pandemic and everything. I'd just like to request everybody that, as you know, that Satsang UK does this, organizes this meditation every morning. On weekdays, we start at 5 o'clock. During weekends, we start at 4:50 in the morning. And from my experience, I would say it's much more effective to do meditation when you sit in a group. So I'd, request everybody, if if you can make out some time, then please join us in the morning meditation session. That's all I want to say. Stay safe, stay blessed. Joy.